everybody! I am finally ready for the day at noon, and I know I have this ugly thing on my face. Love having sensitive skin. It's the best. No, it sucks big time. So happy Monday! It's Monday, and as you guys can tell, since I am obviously not rushing around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I'm wearing my Most Isley Cantina t-shirt, I am off for today, which kind of sucks because it's my brother's birthday and he had to go into work. So for me, it's my day off. For my brother, it's a work day. But he has tomorrow off and I have to work tomorrow. So he gets to have tomorrow off. Yay! I only work 2 days this week and next week I work 1 day. So it's not the greatest work schedule, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to start job hunting today. I just got to keep thinking positively. That's the thing. My one friend said that he wished more people in the world were like me in my positivity, and I guess I could say my unique brand of being a Christian, because I'm like, I love everybody and I don't care who you are, and I'm positive. He's like, he wishes there were more people like me, and I'm like, wow, 1 million of me? That's scary. He's like, no, it's just like millions of people like you. I'm like, okay, I can live with that. Not 1 million people, not 1 million of me. That would be scary and like totally creepy beyond all belief. I don't even think I want 1 million of me. So, but it's a good day, and the reason I'm so bright and happy is I got up this morning and I had one of my favorite treats. I had a peanut butter Long John. If you're in Michigan, you kind of grow up eating donuts because they're so good, especially during winter. Yesterday for my brother's birthday, since we all had Sunday off, my dad came over and we took off and we went to Ponderosa, which I don't know how many Ponderosas there still are, but there's one out in Clare, which is this town like maybe an hour to the west of here, and we went there to the Ponderosa and ate. And Claire's has this donut shop called Cops and Donuts, which I've talked about before. So anytime we're in Claire, it's like the one place I want to go is Cops and Donuts because they have the best donuts. And they have my all-time favorite donut. It's called a peanut butter donut. It used to be a peanut butter WD, a PBD. Now it's just a peanut butter donut. And it's a Long John with peanut butter cream filling, peanut butter frosting, and finely chopped nuts on the top. And it is my favorite. Like when my parents came out to Mackinac Island last year and asked me if they could bring anything, I'm like, well, I'd really like an apple fritter or peanut butter Long John from Cops and Donuts. They brought me up 2 of each. That's how much we love it. My brother got a brownie that was almost the size of his head. But that's what we did. And since we had eaten at Ponderosa and I ate so much food, I literally feel bad. I decided to save my peanut butter Long John for breakfast this morning. And that's what I had with some hot chocolate and marshmallows. Because this morning the high was at like almost 11 o'clock with 1 below. So it is chilly today. So I'm very grateful that I found some yoga workouts. I did 3 of them today. I did 2 morning stretch workouts and then a full body kind of flexibility and strength building. So I found some yoga workouts I am doing that I'm going to start doing on my days off. Yay, I feel so good. Oh, I promised you guys on Saturday I would reveal my final time for the half marathon. There it is. It ended up being 4 hours, 6 minutes, and 29 seconds. So about almost 4 hours and 7 minutes. Not that bad for a girl in this shape. So really proud of myself. The last day sucked because I wore boots and they ended up getting a blister, popping the blister. So now my ankle is doing better. Yesterday I was in a ton of pain. So yeah, there was that. So I need to be getting lunch. So like I said, yesterday we went out for my brother's birthday, which is nice. And the reason we usually do Sundays in my family for our birthdays is simply because it's just something we've always done in my family. We have always done like family celebrations for our birthdays are usually always on a Sunday simply because of my parents' work schedule. Even when I was little, my mom at a certain point started working in the schools, and my dad worked at a corner grocery store like almost 7 days a week. Sundays was like his only day off. So it was really just easier for us to celebrate on the Sunday closest to our birthday. So that's why we went out for my brother's birthday yesterday. For my birthday, we will either be doing it on the 3rd or the 10th. Hopefully not the 3rd because that's Super Bowl Sunday and I want to stay close to the internet because I really, 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 really hope the Rams pound the Patriots into the ground. I'm so sorry. I was so mad that the Patriots won last night. I was absolutely horrified and devastated because I'm like, no, Patriots don't deserve to win. And they won. So I'm really, really hoping that they get pounded into the ground on the 3rd. But my brother chose Ponderosa because we usually do the buffets for our birthdays. Ponderosa is nice. We used to have one in Midland. We used to go all the time. And then I suddenly remembered why I liked buffet restaurants like Old Country Buffet or Golden Corral more. Ponderosa is nice, but it doesn't really have, the one we went to at least, doesn't really have like, and I vaguely remember the one we went to when I was younger, don't really have like this large selection of food. Because it's supposedly Western style, so it's really like fried chicken and ham and stuff like that. And me, when I go to a buffet, it's really the only time I get to have fish, because I'm the only person in my family that has discovered that they like fish. So, like, there was no fish, and that made me really sad because I didn't really want to have chicken. So I ended up having chicken and corn and like 2 rolls and some pasta, which was cold, and some mashed potatoes with really yummy gravy. And then ice cream, and it sucks because I had ice cream 2 days in a row, and today we're also going out and getting Slurpees for my brother's birthday, so, which we do on Mondays anyway. So I think for my birthday, I'm going to see if we can go to Golden Corral, which is in Saginaw, so it's a little bit further away, about an hour, 20 minutes away. But they have a wider selection of food. The downside is, doing stuff like this, it's really hard for my mom with her gluten and food sensitivities to find food like this. Like, one time we went to Golden Corral, she asked for their ingredients list. And, like, almost every single one of their dishes had some form of gluten in it. And it's like, oh, wow. So she just takes her medicine. But I would rather go to Golden Corral because I know they're going to have this bigger selection of food. I'm trying to find someplace to set my phone down. That didn't work. Okay, that kind of works. Hi. This is so hard. I don't know how other people do this. I'm just doing vlogging fail after vlogging fail today because I'm trying to get my lunch because it's not even 12:30, so I'm still good. But so I'm thinking for my birthday, Golden Corral, but for myself personally, I do have this plan where if I have the Thursday off, the 7th off, I'm going to walk down to Family Fare and get a chicken pasty for my lunch on my birthday. And because I have a hair appointment at 10 a.m., I'm going to go, I only have 3 more weeks of having hair this long, and then it's also going to be only a few more weeks of being it like primarily this color because I'm getting full blonde highlights put in. So that is at 10 a.m. on my birthday, and then I'm going to, hopefully it will be cold enough to do this, pick up a pint of Tonight Dough by Ben & Jerry's, my favorite, one of my favorite flavors of ice cream. And then come home, order my new Porg backpack and purse, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the day, I'm taking a day off from writing, which is sad because I actually have to post a chapter that week. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure. I don't think I do, actually. Oh, jeez. I have to move the stove. I have to check my schedule. I don't know if I have a chapter I'm posting that week. I can't do this one-handed. I think it might be the next week, but I'm taking a day off from writing and all that fun stuff just to do Star Wars all day. I'm just going to play SOTAR and watch Star Wars and read Star Wars. That's what I did on my birthday last year. I dressed up full Star Wars, and I pretty much just spent the day writing and playing SOTAR, so it was like just a Star Wars day for me. And my mom got me a cookie cake last year, and I said, I just want it to be pink and purple and Star Wars. And literally, I had a cookie cake that was like with white frosting, pink, purple trim, and there were little sugar pictures of images from Star Wars. So that was my birthday cake last year. It's actually on my Instagram page. If you follow the link down below, it's from last year, so you have to dig through a few pictures, but it is on my Instagram page. That was my birthday cake last year. And I think my birthday cake the year before, that one was, because I love going up north so much, my mom's friend who works at the Walmart bakery did a cookie cake for me. This lighting is horrible. And it was the Mackinac Bridge. That was my birthday cake, my cookie cake. 'Cause I don't actually really like cake, because I'm actually not a big fan of frosting, believe it or not. I know, I love ice cream, I actually am not a huge fan of frosting, so my cookie cake from last year, like, it was pretty and I loved it, but I would actually scrape off the majority of the frosting and throw the frosting away because I am not a big frosting person. I don't know what it is, like the icing on donuts I'm fine with, but anything heavier than that I cannot stand. So my mom finds it surprising that I am not a huge frosting person. I really am not. I want just the good stuff. I don't want a lot of frosting. So yeah, that's pretty much it in the plan for today. I'm trying to make these videos not so long because I realized my last two were over 40 minutes. I am so sorry, you guys. I know that's a lot to sit there and just watch this. So basically my plan today is to get my German bologna sandwich. Before you go EU, it's actually pretty good. It's German bologna, so it's not like regular bologna. It's actually really good. And I have that with a piece of cheese and a pickle, and I have some wedges I'm going to throw on with it. And so I'm going to have this nice lunch. And then I have to do some job hunting. Today I'm going to apply to at least 2 jobs, and then I got to start writing because I am on part 2 of the Citadel arc for my Star Wars fan fiction, which is 3 episodes. Thank God it's not longer. The thing is I did not stop to realize coming back from my Christmas break, which was 2 weeks, that I would be jumping right into the more intense stuff, like the Citadel, like Mortis is where suddenly everything just gets like when you watch it in chronological order, Clone Wars, Mortis is where suddenly everything gets 10 times more intense. So I did not stop to think that, and it took me until I was looking at it before I took my Christmas break that I'm like, okay, Morty's is done. Oh my gosh, I come back from Christmas break and I am jumping right into the Citadel arc. Right after the Citadel arc is Wookiee Hunt. So it's like, and I think right after that is Umbara, which is like 4 episodes. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just jumping into these stories and they're hard. And thank God I have these like little interludes where I can take a break and free write and they'll be lighter and happier. And it's like all of a sudden like, oh. But even the interludes are going to start getting darker because I have to delve into the minds of like Palpatine and Barriss and all this stuff. I'm like, no. And then of course I have to write Maul, and that's not going to be fun. Maul is actually a really great character. I don't know how I'm going to write him because in my mind the guy is literally driven mad. So this is not going to be fun. I already find it hard getting into Palpatine's mindset. Speaking of Star Wars, we are about 80 days away from Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. I hopefully am crossing my fingers. If I'm still at Staples, I asked for those 5 days off so I can just sit at home and binge and be able to catch the major panels as they air. If I'm not there, it's okay because I want to do, if they do trailers, I want to film my trailer reaction, which is kind of hard to do when I'm watching the panels because I don't know when they're going to air the trailers. So it's kind of hard to do, and this is not set up to film for like, well, actually I could film for an hour. So, and then I'd have to edit out everything except the trailer. So, yeah, so it's kind of insane. So I'm going to get going so I can get my food in me and start job hunting and just figure out what I'm going to do with my crazy life. Which is not so crazy. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, thought I would check in really quickly. I'm being bad at not getting anything done I want to do today. It is Thursday, it's the 24th. Oh my gosh. It's a pretty interesting week. So I'm off now till next Tuesday, and then I'll be off for 7 days. So to recap, I will have worked a grand total of 28 hours this month, and as of right now, next month I'm only working 4. So hopefully I get more hours, but the week, I'm not complaining too much about only working 1 day the week of my birthday because I do have plans on the 8th. Like I said, I'm going to go get my hair done. And my mom's like, what do you want me to do for your birthday? Do you want me to pay for you to go get your hair done, or do you want me to pay for the bag and like wallet you plan on getting? And I'm like, well, probably pick the cheaper option because the bag's like under 40, the wallet's about 14, the bag is like about 39. And then my hair is going to be almost $70, $75. So she's like, yeah, we'll order the bag. So my mom's getting me my Porg bag, which one of my coworkers is giving me grief about. The weather has been interesting. If you guys saw my videos from before Christmas, you guys took note that Michigan did not have really any snow for Christmas. Like, we had 0 snow for Christmas, and well, I need to be a little bit more, need to start remember to be more specific in my prayers to Santa. I mean my prayers to God. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, my prayers to God. Because it's snowing again. So, we have had, since the new year, like a winter storm watch or warning, a couple of winter storm advisories. We had one just a couple days ago. We just had one from Tuesday into Wednesday, and it is still snowing. It is freezing here. It is supposed to be, the low tomorrow is supposed to be 0. So it is actually cold, even for a Michiganer. This is kind of like a little chilly. So, my friend wanted me to hang out with him tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm not stepping foot outside of the apartment unless I absolutely have to. No, not going out at all tomorrow. I want to stay in where it's warm and relax and just chill out. And if you guys can see, I'm watching my playlist for my videos on Mackinac Island. I have come to a decision. I am not going to apply for a job on the island again this year. I went back and forth on this a lot. I mean, past 2 times, like I said, I keep rubbing my face and I realize how stupid that looks. Past couple times, I have done it, and I love going up to the island. What I love is, if it was the right job, I think I would enjoy working on the island more. The problem is that a lot of the job opportunities, I don't want to scare people off from going to work on the island. If you want to go work on the island, I think go for it. You find the right job. It is amazing. There are a lot of great employers on the island. However, I just happen to have the worst luck, as it were, in working for 2 corporations that were not the greatest employers on Mackinac Island. So really do your research, try to get in touch, and just figure things out. I love Mackinac Island. It is like one of my favorite places in the entire world. So I'm kind of sad that I came to this decision that I'm not going to apply on Mackinac Island, and I had said last year when I came back I wasn't going to apply again, and then maybe, because not big job market down here. So a part of me is sad because I'm going to miss staying on the island. If I do go back, it would probably just be for a day trip, and I don't even think I'd be able to take my bike. But there's still a lot of places you can walk to. So I'm sad. I'm really actually kind of sad that I'm not going back to stay on the island for the summer. But at the same time, I kind of feel like something's been lifted off my shoulders, and that maybe this is what I needed to do. I've been talking about how I'm trying to make 2019 my best year ever, and I need to get in the right headspace for that. And maybe this will help me get in that right headspace and just take a break from something that, except when I was not working, was very special for me. So maybe this is just what I need. So maybe not go back to Mackinac Island, figure out what I want to do, and maybe next year, maybe look into getting a job, because next year I'll be 32. So a lot can happen. So not going back to Mackinac Island. Instead, I have focused on finding jobs down here. I've already had my first rejection. Kind of sad. But we do have the Great Lakes Loons, which I have talked about. They are the minor league team here in town. They are for the Dodgers. They're the farm team. And they do Star Wars night, and I loved it. And my thing was, one of the things I'm thinking about still doing is getting what I think is called a grass pass. At the Loons, they have like this wide expanse towards the back of the diamond by the outfield that's like grass. And it's like, you pay like $5, and you can just sit on the grass, which is actually really nice. I actually like it. So they actually sell, I think they still do this. I don't know if they do. Past couple of years, they've sold a pass where it's this pass, you get to go to so many home games in the season, and you get to sit on the grass. And it's like really cheap. And that's something I want to do, because I actually really enjoy going to baseball games. So I would love to do that. And since I live in Midland, and the Dow Diamond, which is where the Loons play when they're home, it's like maybe 7 or 8 miles away from where I live. So my thing is that would be a great workout during the summer, is get this pass And on certain days when they play at like noon or 1 o'clock, jump on my bike down to the Diamond, catch the game. Like, even if I go for a few minutes, an hour, it's worth it. Go to the game and just enjoy the game and come back home. And that'd be something I could do and have lots of fun with. And also, I think I could use that pass to go do Star Wars. Well, they do seasonal jobs. They are hiring. The food corporation they work with, Levy, posted a job for a cash office worker, and I have no experience with cash at all, other than as a cashier, and no food experience. So, but I decided to go ahead and apply because maybe they'll put me somewhere else, and that would be a really cool job to go work at the Diamond. Granted, I am afraid of fireworks. I like fireworks, but I don't like the sound they make, but I think I could learn to deal with it. So, just like I was not a big fan of the cannon on Mackinac Island, and I got used to it so fast. Like, my friend Aaron S. is like, I don't know how you live with that cannon. I'm like, really? Because I actually use it to tell the time. It goes off at like 40 after. So when it goes off, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock. So I know, it's like, that was one of the ways I told time on the island if I didn't have a watch. So yeah, I'm looking into probably working for the Loons. I'll probably post more jobs later this summer as it gets closer to baseball season. The first game is in April, so I know it's hard to believe. The first game is in April, so like just about 4 months from now, this is what we have. And if you think we delay the opening day of baseball here in Michigan because of snow, you are dead wrong. The Tigers have actually played, and I want to say a couple of years ago, one of their first home games was in April, and it snowed almost the entire game. It was an afternoon game, and I want to say they ended up playing in like almost 5 inches of snow in the field. So we do not cancel for anything unless it's a really bad storm. Then we cancel baseball. So yeah, that's my plan, is just to look for some jobs. And really, like I said, I'm just trying to get my life back together, get focused, and it's sad. I'm turning 31 years old, and I'm just now realizing I need to sit down and find out what I need to do with my life. So that being said, I'm going to get going. I might jump in a little bit tomorrow to wrap this up. I'm trying to keep these short. So I'm going to get going. I've got to do a little bit of writing today and just chill out and take it easy. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. Do not let the lateness of the day fool you. I was actually ready to go before 1 o'clock today. That is big news because usually on my days off, you've seen it. It's usually like 1 or 2 by the time I start getting ready for the day. Nope, it is almost 1 o'clock and I have just finished lunch and I'm getting ready to jump on my computer and do some major writing today because I am behind. I have gotten lazy because the past couple of chapters I have gotten done. No, I've only posted 1 this year so far. I got the first one done super early. I usually don't post a chapter until Friday or Saturday. Sometimes Thursday, but this one I think I posted Wednesday. So I got done super early with it, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to take a few days off. I took almost a full week off, so, whoopsie, ran to my wall. So I have been, like, super bad, so I need to do some major writing today. That's pretty much going to be it for this week, like, nothing major. It is cold. Today's only supposed to be 15 degrees, and our low is 0. I missed church for the past few Sundays. The first couple Sundays I missed because I was battling a upper respiratory infection, and even though it's viral, because it is viral actually, I did not want to go to church for those first few Sundays, because the vast majority of my fellow church members are all elderly. So I did not want to go and risk exposing them to my infection. So I decided to stay home for a couple Sundays, and then it got snowy and cold, and my mom does not like going out when it is below 0, so the weather forced me to stay home. So I have not been to church since before Christmas, and I feel really bad about that. But at the same time, I think maybe it's giving me some perspective. My mom and I have been talking about trying out a different church. We're not one of those people who jump from church to church, and I would prefer to stay within a Lutheran church. But circumstances have changed at our current church, so it's kind of like, I still enjoy going. It's just that when I joined originally, everybody there was really nice and welcoming and accommodating, and it really felt like family. But in the past year or two, since our last real pastor, Pastor Kurt, left, it's kind of been like everybody's attitudes have kind of changed, and it's a lot less welcoming, a lot less warm and inviting. So I don't know. Going to church is like having a second family, and I kind of like that idea, and I like going to service, but it is, the attitude of the church is determined by the people who attend it, not just if they, I don't know, it's just like the attitude of church has changed. So my mom and I have been talking about it for a while. She joined after me. She joined, I want to say, 1 or 2 years ago. She joined me at this church. Because everybody, when she would come to service with me, everybody was really nice and welcoming, and she was really wanting to get back to attending a church, so she joined, and, shortly after she joined, that's when Pastor Kurt, who, made my mom a member, I don't remember who made me a member. It was the first pastor who was there when I went. I forgot his name, but he made my mom a member, and he told my mom that he was kind of shocked she was seriously considering this, because the synod didn't even know how long the church was going to be open. So my mom went ahead and became a member. Pastor Kurt ended up leaving. We got another pastor, Pastor Schultz, who was semi-retired. We only had him for about a year and a half before he permanently retired, and then we got a deacon. And now our deacon on the 10th is going to become our pastor, so he's going to be blessed and become the pastor and stuff like that. But with Pastor Schultz, and when it became really clear with Pastor Schultz that the synod was actually looking into whether or not our church it was a viable church, or was a good church that should stay open, it kind of changed. I think that's when people changed their attitude and kind of became like, well, if the synod doesn't really care about the church, then we're not even going to try anymore. So it's kind of sad. They did have all these ideas, like they were going to start an after-school program. That has since fallen through. They used to do this really big car show. The car show is not really big anymore. And VBS is not big. My mom actually went there for VBS. She remembers tons of kids going there. Not really big anymore. And now it's like, we get people who come in to visit because they're looking for a church, and then they never come back. So it's like, it's very similar to the situation at the church I went to as a kid, and where it didn't feel very warm and inviting, very welcoming. So it's like, it's hard. And my mom says it's kind of something you're seeing in a lot of churches all over now, especially in America, is they're not being very welcoming. So I don't know. So I don't know if I'm going to go to church Sunday or not. I want to. I probably won't if it's too cold, because if it's cold, I can't walk, and my mom doesn't feel like driving me, I'm not going to go to church. So hoping I get to go to church Sunday. I'd really like to go. But it's kind of sad. I know I've been back from Mackinac. I came back in July from Mackinac Island, and I've been attending church starting in August. And I had a lady come into work a couple weeks ago and ask me, oh, when did you get back? And when did you start working here? And I'm like, in August. And she's like, oh, are you going back to the island? I don't think so. So it was just very weird. So, but other than writing today, I have nothing major going on this weekend. Nothing. I'm just writing and doing what I usually do, playing Sotar. I did 2 yoga workouts today, and I'm yelling at myself because I keep saying Yoda instead of yoga. So I keep saying the wrong thing. I'm going, shoot! And it doesn't help that I have Star Wars posters on my wall, and on one of them is Yoda's on one of them. He's on my Revenge of the Sith poster, and then I turn over here and I have the character poster, and he's on that poster too. So, not helping. Hopefully within the next couple days, I get an email from Amazon saying my birthday present has shipped from my mom. She ordered me my Porg wallet and backpack, and when I texted my friend this, the stupid spell check changed Porg to pork. So, that was interesting. So that should be coming in the next few days. When I get that, I will do an unboxing video, I promise. It helps I only work one day this week. So, and then, of course, the week of my birthday, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get most of this chopped off. I think I'm going to end up getting, like, maybe 3 inches chopped off my hair. Well, not, like, chopped. It's going to be nice and layered, but I'm getting a lot of it chopped off. Yeah, there's not a lot of news. I did check the grass pass for the Loons. Last year it was $70 for 10 game passes. That's something I still want to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, simply because of my job situation right now with my hours. That'd be something to have to look into maybe when I get my refund back. If I get my refund back. Stupid shutdown. And rumors have cropped up that on Super Bowl Sunday, which is February 3rd, for those of you who don't know, Super Bowl is this big, huge football game. I'm praying that the Patriots do not win. Tom Brady does not deserve another Super Bowl ring. And during the Super Bowl, they usually do like big, over-the-top ads and stuff. Last Super Bowl, they did the teaser for Solo. They teased the teaser for Solo during last year's Super Bowl game. I watched that, and the sad thing is I actually did not realize that was the Solo teaser, because I actually thought it was for a car. So I actually thought the teaser for Solo was a car commercial, because it's over the top. So last year they did do a teaser for the tease for Solo, a Star Wars story. And now the rumor is that this year there could be up to, I think the thing I saw said 3 teasers for episode 9, which some people do believe that this does seem kind of viable, that they would do at least 1 teaser for episode 9 during the Super Bowl. I think it'd be cool if they did. I don't have cable, so I'd have to watch it the next day. However, a part of me is saying that I don't think they're going to do a teaser during the Super Bowl, because it is episode 9. It is the last movie in the Skywalker legacy. I don't think they're going to do that, because they didn't do it with The Last Jedi. With The Last Jedi, they actually waited till Star Wars Celebration in April, and then they released the teaser trailer, the full teaser trailer. And then that fall, I think it was like during the first football game of the year, that's when they did the full trailer for The Last Jedi, and that was in 2017. So I don't think, it'd be cool if they did, but I honestly don't think they're going to do a teaser for the episode 9, because when they did the teaser for Solo, they were teasing the teaser because they released the teaser trailer the very next day. So I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to hold off and wait to do the teaser at Star Wars Celebration. So I honestly don't think that they would do a teaser of the teaser and then not air the teaser the next day. Is that confusing? I think it's confusing. So it'd be cool if they did it, but like I said, I honestly don't think they're going to do it. I will be very surprised if we do actually get a tease for episode 9 during the Super Bowl, but I honestly don't think we're going to get anything like that. And I just realized I was bending my TV, so I'm going to get going so I can get some writing done and check out my media stuff. I don't know why I checked that. Nobody ever does anything, so I'm going to get going. You guys stay safe, stay sane. I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.